Hello, I'm Brian Fox. Welcome to I Hate Rock Music. Today I'm going to do another in a series of great lost rock albums that I still dream about. And as I pointed out before, a lot of times it's not necessarily a lost album, it's a lost opportunity. And this band didn't record any albums or any demos or anything, but they did do live shows, and that's the group SUNSHIP. And fortunately, we have a great interview with Jamie Muir, which I'll post below, of him talking a little bit about more about SUNSHIP because we don't really know that much about him. So most of what we know is from Jamie Muir. And this was an incredible lineup. Allan Holdsworth, and of course, Allan Holdsworth had been in a band called Higginbottom's Wrench in 1969. And in the same year that Allan Holdsworth appeared on the Tempest record, 1972, apparently earlier in the year, he was with this group with Allan Gowan, a keyboard player, a Canterbury keyboard player, and Jamie Muir on drums. And I just salivate thinking about it because, of course, Allan Holdsworth was at the top of his game in 1972. Apparently, John Heisman saw this band and thought Allan Holdsworth was amazing, and that's one of the reasons why he ended up in Tempest. And so Allan Holdsworth's work on the Tempest album in 1972 gives us a good peek at what we could have expected from this incredible band, SUNSHIP. And the other component of it, of course, is Jamie Muir, and he had not yet joined King Crimson for their amazing Larks, Tongues, and Aspic album, an incredible percussionist. And apparently he had decided after working with the Music Improvisation Company that people were not necessarily into a lot of his percussion work, his eccentric percussion work, banging and clanging, and his incredible tapestry of percussion. And so he was actually going to be more of a straightforward drummer in this band called SUNSHIP. And Allan Gowan was on keyboards, and he was a fixture in the Canterbury scene in the early 70s and would later go on to the bands Gilgamesh and National Health. And so we get to hear his keyboard works. But boy, what a lineup. According to Jamie Muir, they were definitely going to try to do something a little more accessible, a little more commercial. But there was a real clash of ideas. Allan Gowan's complex keyboard parts apparently was a deal breaker in the band, and Jamie. But I still have to imagine Allan Gowan's incredible keyboard work with Allan Holdsworth's incredible guitar playing, and then Jamie Muir playing a normal drum kit. I'm sure it was augmented by a lot of different percussion as well. But boy, talk about a lost opportunity to hear a great band. It's really unfortunate that they didn't record anything. According to Jamie Muir, their rehearsals ended up being more about drinking and having a good time, and so they didn't really concentrate on doing recordings and coming up with some product. But somewhere in the vaults out there, there's probably some rehearsal recordings, and perhaps somebody actually recorded their live gigs. And so in this day and age of rare recordings showing up 20, 30, 40, 50 years later, maybe something will surface, but I doubt it. But in the meantime, I dream about a band like this. Stellar lineup with some true luminaries, but we'll probably never hear it. So all we can do is speculate, and this is exactly the kind of band that I still dream about. I'm Brian Fox. Thanks for watching I Hate Rock Music.